Hello everybody, Sussex Biker here. Today I'll be riding a Daytona T595. Weighs about 198 kilograms. It's got about 130 brake horsepower. A claimed top speed of about 160. And we'll do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. This actual bike belongs to the guy whose sprint I rode the other week, Chris. It's his pride and joy. Can't actually believe he's letting me ride it. He's had the bike about 7 years. This one always gets looks wherever it goes. He's done quite a bit of polishing to it. But yeah, it's a lovely looking bike. It's 955cc. Let's just have a walk around it and have a look at it. You can see all the, I don't know if you'll be able to pick this up, but the back wheel's all polished and the front wheel's polished. Grub rail's polished. It's got some sort of sports exhaust on it. I'm not quite sure what that one is. It does sound quite raucous, to be fair. Let's just walk round to this side. You can see the front of it. Lovely whacking great big disc brakes on it. So I have spent a bit of time riding it this morning. I have to say it's a real bruiser of a machine. It is good fun. It's got a nice classical dash to it and 3 sort of dials: rev, speedo, temperature gauge, and then the idiot lights down the side. So without further ado, let's get on it and get it started up. Actually, I'm just going to go around here so you can hear this. I don't know if that's picking it up. Let's give it a bit of a rev. Ready? Yeah, it's quite raucous. Right, this one's actually got bar risers fitted to it, and I have to say, even with the bar risers fitted, it's been making my wrists hurt. Right. Oh yes. Sounds absolutely gorgeous. So we'll start with the comfort of it. It is a sports style bike, and as I said, this one's actually got risers fitted to it. So I would imagine it's quite an extreme position without. Seats comfortable, legs are comfortable. That seems to hurt my wrists a little bit. That's probably where I'm so used to a naked upright. It was nice and stable on the road. I found riding this today with the noisy exhaust that I do feel like everybody's looking at me, but at least I hear you coming. Brakes feel nice and positive. Front brake is really nice actually. It's really progressive, brings you to a halt no problem. Triple engine is got a nice note to it. It's very torquey. Nice the way it delivers the power. It's nice and steady, and then you've got plenty in reserve for overtaking should you need it. Gearbox is nice and positive. The only slight criticism really is finding neutral doesn't seem to be that positive. I'm sorry if you can hear my helmet rubbing against my leather jacket. It's probably giving an annoying creak. It does sound nice on the overrun as well with that exhaust. This dash is really nice actually. It's proper, you know, and the important dials at the top, that the revs, red lines at about 10,500 RPM. I mean, even now I've been on it, what, 5 minutes and my wrists are starting to hurt a little bit. The seat height's about 800mm, which means for a short ass like me, I'm 5'8". I can only just about touch the floor on tippy toes. I can't put my foot flat on the ground, which can be a little disconcerting. Oh, hello. What is it? Whenever I ride somebody else's bikes, someone tries to want to take me out. Yeah, it's got a decent turn of speed, this one. I can well believe the claimed 160 mile an hour top speed. We won't be doing that today though. Considering this bike's 13 years old, it's in remarkably good condition. He does look after it really well, and it does look good for its age. I think many would say this is the bike that saved Triumph. I believe for 1 year it was called the T595 from 97 to 98, and then I believe it changed to the T955. I don't know what it is about this bike, but it does make you feel quite badass. It's kind of like raw and just, you know, you get the impression it doesn't matter how fast or how hard you want to ride it, it will do it, and it will, you know, do it with ease. A proper bruiser of a bike. Try for a little overtake in a second. Yep, I think we can quite honestly say that performance is more than adequate. It overtakes really well actually. Once again I've got the man himself behind me, so it's a bit nerve-wracking having the owner of the bike behind you as you ride it. But as I said, you know, it's quite unbelievable that he's trusting me to ride his, because this is his pride and joy. I promise I'll take good care of it, Chris, honestly. You can trust me, I'm a doctor. That gorgeous scenery. Yeah. Alright, it.
Gonna go past Triumph?
Yeah, and then I'll turn right and go up and then back that way.
Okay.
What's it like being behind it?
Yeah, it sounds really, when you open it up, it sounds lovely.
Is it?
Really, really nice.
Listen to this. Had to be done, didn't it? Downsides, well, first one, they're really minor in my opinion. First one is the mirrors, like most sports bikes. You just get a mirror full of arm really. Can't really tell much of what's happening behind you, but it's the same for most bikes, isn't it? And then secondly, just a slight issue with getting neutral, but again I think that's more me not being used to the bike than the bike itself. So yeah, the engine's nice, both in performance and sound and torque. The way it delivers the power, it's lovely, very torquey engine. Brakes, powerful, progressive, do the job very nicely. Suspension, yep, it's not a very hard ride. handles the bends really nicely. I mean, I'd never exceed the capability of this bike, and I don't think most riders would, to be honest. So it does, to use a phrase I've used before, inspire confidence when you're cornering. And with this can on it, it's just got the most beautiful bark to it. It's so addictive on the overrun. Don't know if the camera's picking that up. Well, that's been my mini review of the Triumph T595. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for other reviews that I will be doing. In the meantime, ride safe and be safe. Goodbye.